the comments. I need to pump out the chat. Hi guys, nice to see you. Absolutely great to see you here today. I need to pump out the chat to speak with you in the chat. Okay, I have one more separate display, you know. FFTV, it is funny quote you mentioned. FFTV, it is funny. Okay, we have the audio. That's good. That's good. Come on, I need to mute me here. Create a dashboard. Stream manager. Good to see you. Good to see you too, guys. Pump out the chat again. Just a memento mori. Very glad to see you online. Yeah, glad to see you too. Good evening to everyone. Oh, Betsy here. What? Hugo, hi. Ben, hi. Glad to see you all, guys. Craig and everyone. By the way, guys, the question of the day. How is my audio? Because I use the freaking new, very expensive audio interface. By the way, made in Switzerland. And I use some of the EQ of my voice to make it different a little, to pump out the brightness, let's say, yeah? Hi, Betsy. Nice to see you. Audio is 10 out of 10. Yeah. I spent freaking 5 hours at least today trying to set everything correctly, you know, to receive the audio from me speaking in this microphone, to receive here the audio from the computer itself, and to see, and for you, yeah, to see all the audio types from computer, also from my voice, to separate the channels using OBS, freaking Windows, freaking system, which is Neumann MT48. Kind of expensive, but I think whether I should leave it or pass it to the shop, because I was expecting more, but this one is good. For example, we may play with EQ. For example, yeah, equalizer. Now turn it off, okay? Now it's off. That's how my voice sounds without equalizer. A little bit not that bright, I would say, yeah? Not that bright, and let's put, so this is equalizer. The equalizer, that's how my voice sounds, and this is without equalizer. So it's a little bit neutral, yeah, let's say. So I prefer to use equalizer. It gives more air into the sound. Sound good mix, yeah. You'd glad to get back to 737 cockpit after learning all complicated equipment. Tiny bit less bright VO. Tiny bit less bright, yeah. Because I rose up the frequencies of EQ a little. Do I have it on my web? It seems like mic 1 EQ. Yeah, I can show you, I guess. This is Ocean. Yeah, I forgot to switch on the browser. So this is the desktop version of it. Just a moment. So equalizer goes up, you see here, and I can control it. I also have dynamics, so compressor, limiter, gate, all of the necessary things I need on this mic. I can hear a little clacking, I don't know why, but just a little clacking. Clack, clack, clack. Not sure what it is, but also have some audio settings in OBS. So equalizer is like this, yeah. So if I turn it on and off, you can hear the difference, yeah. And also if I remove all of the processing, like this sound is without any sort of the processing, like zero processing. Probably just one plugin set on OBS, but let's remove it as well, and you'll see how shitty I will sound. Yeah, this is the plugin that I heard. It's way lower, the sound, it's like nothing, huh? So let's return everything. Plugin, this thing, compressor and limiter and equalizer, let's return it on so you see the difference. Sound is fantastic. Bass beeline, yeah. The bass I usually drop down because of my voice. Yeah, it's kind of bassy, it's like mumbling. Also I reduce it here, by the way. There is the switch to reduce a little bit bass, because my voice is kind of bassy. Yeah, but now it's not so bassy, it's more or less okay to listen to me. So this is what we have. This is the web browser and also like a software of this microphone system, audio interface. But I can still hear maybe just a little clacking sounds on this interface. Maybe only I see it. Maybe I speak like this with a clacking. I don't know. Well, I always start my video with audio check. Today it was more widely spread, yeah. So how are you guys? How are you today? The worst thing about the war in Gaza ending is that we already know Donald Trump will never stop talking about it. You are 100% correct. What can I say to you? Yeah, 100%. He'll ask for the Nobel Prize, for sure. Did you see where Kazakhstan has stopped shipments to Russia? Yes, and more than 7,500 semis are standard in the place. Yes. Something is going out there. I think you got audio nailed. Maybe, but maybe it's my headset that I can hear like little clacks, like clacking. Maybe it's because of the headset. It's not ideal. Yeah. I tried to experiment with different USB ports and so on. It was difficult. This thing, like Newman, it's very sensitive. Like, if you put it to the USB hub, it doesn't want to work properly. You don't have normal connection. Your audio goes down and so on. So yeah. Nice orange shirt. Yeah, it's greetings to Netherlands. It's the national color, yeah, of yours. Where is the screen that you can attach your mic that helps with clicks and pops? Screen? I don't see, like on a wave I don't see those clicks. No, it's not about pop filter. It's different. It's about digital processing. Yeah. Denys, can you please watch today hockey and NHL in Switzerland? No. I just want to chat. I didn't watch hockey since the last year probably. Denys, it's too late. What keeps you up? I just woke up late today, so I decided to have a stream, and I didn't stream yesterday because again I had the food poisoning. I don't know why. And because like I had the food poisoning 3 days ago or 4 days ago, and I got it yesterday. Luckily, I didn't need to eat like lots of the heavy pills to deal with it or to go to the doctor, so my organism is pretty much okay on its own to fight with this. But why it continued to happen, I'm out of clue. Maybe and I don't eat it because of that too. So today I ate some of the potatoes, just a little, like tiny, like for a kitten, and 3 of the eggs. That's it. Also some special bread, which is not like old bread, let's say, yeah, sturdy. very hard bread. That's what I ate today. That's it. Like, how many calories is there? Not more than 500, like maybe 300. And because of this, food poisoning. You have a broadcast quality microphone. Yeah, this mic is nice. I like it. Trump is a complete blended. Anyways, got to go. Be watching. Yeah, FFTV, thank you so much for visiting streams. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That is how you support me, basically. Yeah, on streams with donations and also on Patreon. Thank you, guys. Obviously, if you have opportunity and willing to donate, you may support me. That's for the cause of me continue the job, because it's my full-time job. And I hope someday I will cancel it, because I think I'm not doing enough for my patrons and members. Like, I do not spend too much time for them, I guess. Something unique, I just don't have time. And today I watched the video, as you know, probably, maybe you don't know, that Moist Critical Charlie Penguin Zero, he is one of the favorite YouTubers. He's very humble, nice guy, and today he filmed a video of how he canceled all of the membership, all of the support. Like, you cannot even super chat him for the questions on the stream. I wonder if he streams. So maybe we can check out this video, but I cannot do it because my monetization on my main channel is nothing. Oh, Jake Bro is streaming. It's 9,000 people watching. It's not the stream, it's premiere. Yeah. Oh, I went from this channel. I need to go from this one.
This is a memorial set.
He's on air from 17. Yeah, maybe for his long videos. Oh, he's filming in 4K? He's rendering the video in 4K? No. It's too much for me. 4K render. It takes like 4 times more render and resources to do it. No, HD, way to go. The only 4K format on the channel is my blah 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 head. That's the only 4K. Here, those kind of the videos in 4K, come on.
Massive blaze erupts at a Lukoil gas plant.
Yeah, I said about gas plant. Why is it like this? Yeah, gas plant is like this. Oh, what do we have? A subscription? Are you kidding me? Luke is the boss. Thank you so much for subscribing. Jake is super awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the connection line that was hit as well. Drone attack Russia. Ukraine confirms strike on Crimean oil terminal. Yeah, it is burning for several days. I said about it yesterday. Putin's gasoline crisis spreads. But still, we know that it's not everywhere in Russia. Still, there are some of the regions with plenty of fuel. Yeah, it's just the prices skyrocket, and diesel is out there. A95 is out there. What we have? No A92, but it's not used mainly, maybe for old cars. So everything is out there.
People are seeing, not in the core territories. The city of Moscow and St. Petersburg, they're still relatively fine.
Yeah.
But the extreme.
No, not only there. There are regions like, yeah, Moscow and St. Petersburg. They don't feel this crisis at all, I may say. They just prices increase, yeah. And there are different regions. We on a stream the last time there was the what's his name? The Hoffman family, yeah, Hoffman. And the Derek Hoffman went to the Russian army, And his wife was driving the car there in Russia, and she was showing that everything is normal, like they have fuel. I don't know where exactly they live, but not in Moscow. So it depends on the region.
gasoline,
Oh, here you can see no gasoline.
and the cars line up, and you pretty much have to take whatever your gas station still has. This is
We
cars line up.
we may actually check this region. Like for example, here, probably this car is from this region. It's Zhiguli. It cannot go for a ride for a long. Ops Dave, thank you so much for subscription. I don't know why didn't it pump out like that. Where is the sound for subscription? Eh? But thank you so much. Yeah, sometimes Stream Elements it doesn't work good. Russian number plates. Plate region 180. Donetsk People's Republic. I see. So occupied territory. Russian number plate with region 180 indicates Donetsk region. Yeah. So it's Donetsk. So occupied territories they suffer. Russia doesn't put too much attention towards them. Rostov, it's bordering region with Ukraine. Oh, now we see the gift gifted from Ops Dave. A little delay was there, but thank you so much. Glad to give a subscriber. You have stuck with your work through thick and thin. Very admirable. Thank you so much, Ops Dave. Thank you. A stream with Jake Bro, Dennis? Yeah, we are. We are already on stream with Jake Bro.
Checks out.
It turns out that gasoline has risen in price because the transportation of the gasoline has risen in price because gasoline has risen in price. Logically. According to our data, Zelensky says shortage in Russia, especially gasoline, is already approaching 20%. They've now begun tapping into diesel reserves, which they've been saving for rainy day. Putin has been offered many times to end the war. We don't reject any real peace pass.
Zelensky continued, and he's giving his theory why Putin won't stop the war on favorable.
Okay, what's the theory? I do not read Zelensky. It seems like Jake Bro reads him. It looks like, yeah, at least for me. The head of Russia is personally afraid of ceasefire because once ceasefire is in place, returning to war would be difficult for him. To move from full-scale war to a ceasefire and then later restart a full-scale war, that's not easy for them. It's not easy economically, it's not easy with the society, it's not easy with the world, and certainly not easy with those countries that are still shaking Putin's hand today. That's why now he chooses war. Chooses. But this can be stopped. More pressure on Russia is needed. Pressure will work, then they lose more from war they would in any other scenario. Our long-range strikes, strong sanctions, holding the battlefield, defending ourselves, but also undoubtedly supporting peaceful initiatives. Super. Do you think it's like that? Like Putin doesn't want to stop the war because later on he might have the plans to renew it, or what? Yeah? A stream with mentor pilots. Yeah, why not? But, I'm after all political YouTuber mainly, a conflict YouTuber, so maybe Peter would not like to have a stream with me, but yeah, I think it's not necessary for me now to have the stream with him. Maybe on Pilot Blog channel later on, someday. The average life expectancy for Russian soldiers are now 12 days after enlistment. Yeah, I also heard about it, Barat. From the Russian channels, they say about it. 260 Russians have died this year. I don't think so this year, but in general, yes. 5 rubles is like 6 cents. Yeah, Hawk, it's maybe like this. Something like this. I just want to check Jake Brom, maybe to find some of the differences in reportings, because he is very popular. He's more popular than me. I mean, about Ukrainian content. He just reads some of the articles showing pictures. Oh, exactly what I do. Partisans derail military cargo train in Leningrad Oblast. Ah, yeah, this information appeared yesterday. I just forgot to tell about it. Later on, I discovered. Yeah, I told about this electrical production warehouse. Ukraine Humus King hit Russian attack plans, come back with months. Yeah. Russians drone strike sets Odessa port ablaze without power. Yeah, now Russia really attacks Ukrainian infrastructure. A blackout in Chernomorsk, Odessa, also in Chernigiv, and by the way, today in Kiev. Because of the strike, there is a blackout, so yeah. Russia also strikes Ukraine quite hard. Yeah, we have explosions in Kiev again. Ballistic missiles are flying to Kiev. I wonder what might happen there. So ballistic missiles, yeah, in Kiev just right now while I'm streaming. Today, many drones, by the way, Russia launched. Blackouts in Russia, fair response in Moscow targets Ukraine's grid, Zelensky says. Against Zelensky, half of the video, Zelensky. Austin Defender, very nice analytic. This morning, Ukraine strike successfully knocked out power to entirely of Russian-occupied Zaporizhia Oblast. Yeah, so now it's the war about energy, Flamingo missiles. Changes the game. The Economist Ukraine FPY-5 Flamingo cruise missiles 4 times cheaper than Tomahawk, but still it's less effective than Tomahawk. It is already vivid. It is already understandable that it could be shut down. Way easier compared to Tomahawk. Way easier. Yeah, because of the size. Simply because, and the speed. Tomahawk is faster, much faster. Each Flamingo costs $500,000. Russian stock suffers sharper single-day drop. Oh yeah, the Russian stocks, I said about it yesterday. Just say it without the graphic. And yeah, that's the topic of my video. Main topic for yesterday.
In the battlefield, there's some kind of shift going on. Russia is in the midst of redeploying forces away from southern Pokrovsk. The 90th Tank Division is now entirely south of Ivinka Novopavlivka.
It's kind of hard for Jake Bro to spell those names. For me, sometimes it's also then, especially when I read them in Latin letters. Why do you think there is so little focus on the Kerch Bridge? Why does Ukraine not make any attempt on it anymore? I already said it many times. Like, I don't see another reason that rather than partners telling Ukraine not to hit it. Cheers, Betsy. Suffered death, дякую. Hey, you stopped me watching last update from Ukraine. You can watch it and later maybe just watch it. Now that Putin has confiscated funds from the oligarchs, if he stops the war, would the comprehensive level utter failure cause Putin to promptly be killed? You never know. Like, anything could happen. Those black swans, they hard to predict. Electrolytes to help you feel better. Electrolytes? Like in battery? Accumulator battery? Should I drink it?
Novopavlivka. That kind of rhymes. This is a small village over here.
Maybe I should.
This is pathetic. We can zoom in.
Maybe
and
I'll
for
make it
more than a
louder.
year, more than a year, the Russians have been trying to take the city of Pokrovsk. Right here, between these two highways, significant progress if they're basically giving up on the idea. Single small Russian town. They had 4 soldiers killed in the Afghan war, 3 killed in the Chechen wars, and so far, this one small town, 188 people killed fighting in Ukraine.
Yeah. I think it's like was half a year ago then they presented it, and they have some new space. Yeah, probably they'll have to put more stelas around. Z, you see, Z.
Dying in an unnecessary.
Yeah, in Afghanistan 5. Yeah, or how many? How many names? Yeah, not 5, but maybe a little more. But it's uncomparable to Ukrainian war, right?
Strengthened.
Ukraine is in a better position today than they were a year ago. System for Ukraine.
I wouldn't say so. Like maybe 1 year ago it was better. There was the constant military support from the United States, for example. Now with this orange guy, you don't know really what to expect next.
All frozen assets returned. Talking about Ukraine. It'd be great if he could place some more sanctions or allow Congress to place. But at the moment, this is.
Zelensky, if Trump gives us tomahawks, we'll lobby for Nobel Prize. Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, it's the Trump's dream. Do you support or opposite additional economic sanctions on Russia? Try to force it to the end of war. Support, oppose. Where it was held in the United States, probably, yeah. Should the Trump administration continue to provide weaponry to Ukraine and impose further economic sanctions on Russia if it refuses to negotiate and prolong the bloodshed, or should it not do so? What's the question? Such a long question. 6832.
Extreme rationing mode. And much to the Dutch, and thank you so much to the Estonian Born Brigade. They are defending the, and they're currently at in Odessa. I'm guessing.
Okay, Jake, bro. Thanks for entertaining. Hello, Ari Hertevgah. Hello. Honestly, I cannot watch those videos. Yeah, I just skip those. I cannot watch from the beginning till the end. Or sometimes I watch, but I do this stuff. Playback speed 2.
Supplying regions with a delay. So
and I watch like this.
Krasnodar or Bryansk might be without gasoline for a day.
I know people watch my videos also like that, because I'm also a slow speaker. That is how I watch those talkative videos. I don't want to spend like in neutral speed. I don't want to spend my time. Maybe then I don't have. Maybe then I have time. I like. Maybe I'll listen to that stuff, but usually I put 2x to most of this talking videos. I always put Jake at 1.5. I put my video at 2. They sound actually good at 2. Because I'm slow too. Not slow, not I think as slow as Jake, maybe. But also slow.
They sent all their units towards this direction. They tried to break through towards Dnipropetrovsk region. So before they accumulated the forces in this region, and we all expect the Russian attack may start towards Pokrovsk, Mirnograd for them to close this pocket, and also they could go towards Dobrapila direction and...
Like for me it's okay to listen at this speed.
Focus now on different direction. It changes absolutely everything. I mean, situation in the eastern front lines at least. But it could also touch potentially southern front lines because this breakthrough, potentially, if it happens, Russians might use even to go to Zaporizhia. Yeah, Zaporizhia is far away still, but they might try to go to...
Like for me it's okay. And then you change to the normal volume, it seems like I'm in a slow mode. Yeah?
The main supply highway in Pokrovsk village. I think it's better to review this wide-scale
Yeah, I cannot listen to myself with a normal speed too. The new life hack, yeah, for people to skip the normal speed. Because after all, it's like too annoying to listen. Bye bye. LOL. Try X3. It's not optimized. You don't understand the words in this case. Yeah, fast forward is great. Yeah. Funny Zelensky Tomahawk comment. Yeah. Can you react to my video? What kind of video? I don't click the links. I'm sorry. We need Dennis to meet his twin Leonardo. Come on, Leonardo DiFatrio. Fat, fat. DiFatrio. Still have extra weight. I'm losing it. I'm trying. Today I was already lower than 95 kilos. Hi, Ozzy. You talk good, Dennis. The reason we need to speed up Americans because they always pause for effect every 3 words. It's annoying. I see. Sorry, I don't click the links. I'm sorry, Ari. Someone say that the max you can understand at 4.5. Maximum you can understand at 4.5. Okay, like let's go with Jake Bro. Jiggy bro.
Welcome back.
And let's maximize him. Like he's slower. So you say 4.5. Yeah, it's maximum speed to understand. Let's make it 4.
For the first time in weeks, I don't have any Russian oil reports to Ukraine. Over the last few days, Ukraine lost some things. Let's cover that. Massive blaze erupts of oil gas plants after a drone strike deep inside Russia. The Korotovsky plant is the largest gas processor in Russia's southern federal district, with a capacity of 450 million cubic meters per year. Much of its output is exported abroad. I don't think that Russia is going to be exporting gas from this facility anytime soon. This is what the gas facility looks like the next day. And as you can see, firefighting crews are still battling fire, which is still ongoing at the gas plant. This is the firm step Ukraine was a massive fire. Ukraine also simultaneously struck pumping stations south of the facility. At the moment, Ukraine is working on the food issue.
It's hard to understand, but possible. At 4.5, I don't think you can understand it. I actually understand low. Yeah. So maybe 4.5 you can also like still understand something, but not full. For me, 2 is great. What is the submixes? Oh, this is the road. Looks like the road. Yeah, I have this one. Newman MT48. Just to show. No, not this remote. Like this is for the studio and for concerts. Why he's not showing this freaking stuff? Maybe on Russian. Some Russian channel. Some Russian bought this expensive interface. Oh my god. This looks like this. This is a tiny small box. It is now on my desk. And it has touchscreen virtual selectors, all of the interfaces built in, and I love it. There is no such an interface like this on the market at all, at this level. There is Rodecaster Duo, but it doesn't give this quality. Preamps here are awesome, but at the same time it's very hot. Like I place my hand here and it's very, very hot. It is made out of aluminum and the body itself, it acts like a radiator. It's crazy. Where is my Penguin Zero? I want to talk about what to talk about. I'm turning off. Yeah, he decided to quit membership.
Coffin. But I do think I found a solution for bits where I set the minimum so incredibly high that I imagine nobody's going to spend that kind of money, I would hope. But for subs, I can't get rid of that. If I could, I would say toodaloo, give it a strong slap on the ass, tell it good game.
So he is canceling his membership. So if I thought he was streaming, but not today, not this night. Maybe he'll stream later. So he cancels membership, also from what I understood, super chat, and on Twitch you cannot cancel subscriptions. So he's like asking not to subscribe for him. Crazy. And what's the top comment here? Economy is so bad, Charlie tells me to hold on my claims. That's so based of Charles. I'm gonna donate my money to him. So people are now calling to donate. Local Florida man starts drowning in money, urges fans to stop throwing money at him. Oh, crazy. Charlotte, thank you for following. This comment is hilarious. That's why it has most of the likes. Florida man starts drowning in money. Yeah, if I had those amount of the money as Charles or close, yeah, of course I would cancel my Patreon and membership. I understand why he does it, because he doesn't have the time to provide some unique content for members and Patreons. Florida man, yeah, he is a Florida man. He lives in Florida. That's why there was the comment about Florida man. Florida man. And then as you and Jake are okay, but he did not cut videos, just normal speech at normal speed. I like it. I like that way. I hope you will do it that way too. I wish all the best. Yeah, I understand. Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe that's why it's more comfortable to watch him. I cannot do it. I'm not the native English speaker. I cannot tell sentence after sentence, because in my head I translate. Like, for example, I want to say something. In my head I start to think, okay, I need to say it. You see, I do mistakes, make mistakes, again mistake. So in my head I translate everything, or I cannot think in English, yeah. And I tell the sentence or couple of the sentences, and later on I cut. I cannot continue with this thought. On Russian I would speak, but in English I cannot do it. That's why you see lots of the cuts in my videos, unfortunately. I don't like it myself, honestly, but I cannot do recording other ways. Yeah. Denys English is better than 80% of the people in my region in the United States. Okay, I understand, but I cannot speak it fluently as you think. It will be like very, very slow speech. I would think about every word, and I'll make mispronouncements, which I don't think is okay. So I have the choice to cut videos and to edit them in one, or to blah 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 for 1 hour. Because the videos you see of mine, yeah, like today I posted 25 minutes, the original video is more than 2 hours, because I'm not a native English speaker. I make mistakes, I mispronounce things, and I repeat the sentence again and again. Sometimes I get in a loop that I cannot pronounce some word properly, like earlier or something like this, yeah, earlier. And I stuck in a loop, and sometimes I'm stuck in a loop for 10 minutes. I'm telling you, I can record one sentence for 10 freaking minutes. And several times I got some sort of the panic attack about it. Like, da 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 da. You just tell those sentences, trying to tell those normally, and you're out of your breath. You, fuck, why cannot I say it? Yeah, it's now even with my experience, sometimes it might happen. Less than a few years ago, but I'm not the native English speaker. Still, I think in Russian. Hey man, fine, you're very understandable what you say. Yeah, but those cuts, editing cuts, they're annoying. I will switch, I will show you my project, yeah. Oh, I'm opening the wrong file, I guess. Just a moment, I saved the latest project. Yeah. How is the sound? Is there any clicking on the background, guys, then you listen to me? Like some tiny little clicks. I can probably hear them just in the headset, as for me. Denys, in my own opinion, just need a mouse in a place where everything is in English and you'll be good to go. Mouse in a place. I speak. It doesn't matter. I was in an English-speaking environment many of the times. It doesn't. And sound is perfect, but okay. Yes, we can hear the clicks. Rodak, really? You heard the clicks, yeah? I mean, not those clicks, but something different. Sound is great. Have watched almost like now. I don't click with my mouse. I'm just talking to you. The mouse clicks, yeah. Not the mouse clicks. Just this audio. Then I speak. Is there something like small, tiny little clicks? But I'm wearing headphones. Yeah, understand. Yeah? There are no clicks in the headset. I don't hear any... Yeah, because it's important because I'm testing the new audio interface. And I heard those clicks. Yeah, I meant the mouse clicks. Okay. Click sound, Denys. Come on, Betsy. 0 clicks. Okay, thank you. I don't hear any clicks and good everything. Thank you, dearly man. Dearly M. Welcome to Twitch. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It seems like they're okay. I think you might be chattering your teeth. Maybe. I hear your PC. Yeah, PC is loud. And also this microphone, it has some internal noise. Because I have to gain it up. It's gain hungry, so it's a little bit loud. Okay, now you'll hear clicks because I will click the mouse. Well, it's good. So this is my project. You can see how I edited it today. You see how many cuts are there in the video. Like we can zoom in like every how many seconds? It's 12:39, and next is 5 seconds and cut. Yeah, so several seconds and cut. So many cuts. And if I place original video, it's like this. Yeah, almost 2 hours. Yeah, today was 2 hours. Original video and cutted video. Cutted 25 minutes, 25 seconds. So from this big one, I do this one, make this one. Yeah. So just for you to see, yeah, original and not original. Yeah, Jake Bro also cuts his videos, but not like me, of course. Not those small cuts. And yeah, it's interesting that we have, I said the new mono channel here. Before I had 2 channels with previous interface, but still it goes automatically into two channels later on. But I have one wave, let's say. Before I had 2 on the previous interface. Interesting. Denys uses Vegas Pro. Yeah, now I have the advertisements, to install Vegas 23. They have the better color grade, they have like better workflow, but I already got used to Vegas 22, and it's not that big different with previous Vegas software things. I like Vegas all the time. I tried actually to work in DaVinci Resolve, in Final Cut on Mac, but I cannot work fast with them. With Vegas Pro I work really fast, and it's very easy, straightforward. Dun, 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 dun. I can put every sort of the text, some of the effects if needed, any sort of the image. It's very simple to understand. Don't update, it's totally different program. Huh? 23rd is different. Have you updated? Yeah, I saw the advertisement and I didn't like it. I didn't like the screen. It's more like DaVinci Resolve from what I understood, but I like 22nd more, I guess. Andrew Tate wants to run for Prime Minister of United Kingdom. Oh, that's crazy. Good luck to him. Interesting, there is no wonder that clicks are there. What? I put on my headset to check for the clicks. Thank you for Fruitkartoffen. I updated and hated it. I'm back to 17. Yeah, actually I used 17 for a very, very long time. And Charlie Moist Critical also uses Vegas Pro. He showed how he worked in it, editing his live streams and so on. I think Vegas is very nice, and it eats most of the formats, so it's nice. Sometimes it's laggy, you know, yeah, it may crash. In the middle of editing, it might crash, but in general it's okay. I hear one static electricity clicks sound, but not more since the first one on headphones. Yeah, it's like a static electricity, yeah, it's also like that. Static electricity click. It's interesting. I have the issue with ground here in this house. I have to buy isolator for my mic to avoid this ground effect, distortions, you know. I also bought the isolator for my audio interface. It's like this thing. It's isolator. I don't know if you can see it. Like tiny little thing. It's like a flash card, yeah, storage. So you put your some connection you want to plug in. Like I plug in sometimes audio interface, but for this one I don't think I need it. And here you plug in some power from power bank. Like for example, I have this one just in case. So you plug in and it breaks the loop, something like that. Isolator. So I have 220 volt isolator, especially for socket that goes for my mic, and this isolator for if I need for audio interface. I put a capacitor devices on my electrical outlets to address dirty power, switching power noise. What is that? Capacitor devices. Lumen Ghost, hello. But then I don't speak, there are no such clicks. Maybe those clicks are just in my head. It's normal, those clicks. A professional will fade in and out at any cut. That's important not to have these clicks. What? Do you bring isolations with you then you travel? No. I try not to travel. Then I travel, I have my Mixpress 3 and I record the audio not on my computer but directly on audio recorder. And later on I have the separate file with my audio and I put it to video. That's how I work, then I'm outside the home. So I'm not dependent. So the same battery I use, yeah, the same battery is connected to the audio recorder. I plug in this microphone usually. I record the audio on the recorder and then put everything in the program. That's how we got it. So the audio doesn't go to computer at all, only to editing program. That minimizes any sort, like it is not connected to the socket, just to power bank. That's the good thing about Mixpress 3. Sound devices. I understand that. Don't worry. All of us are making mistakes too. All good then mistakes. I hope you're patient. Thank you. Like little reservoir, right? Yeah. Can you look for Google for fairing Evo, please? No. This is the detailed page of the Dirty Power, their YouTube videos on it also. Oh, thank you for Kartoffen. I'll click on because I trust you. How to use filters. This thing, yeah. Dirty electricity filter. It's interesting. Dirty electricity filter. Maybe I should buy like this stuff. Buy 5. More information. DE2 filters now have larger capacitor, more effective, reducing DE. Maybe I should buy the one and put my entire socket hub to this plug. Yeah, just we are speaking about this one. I forgot to share the screen. Maybe with this. Oh shit. This is crazy expensive. What is this? For one USB or what? What the hell is this? Maybe something like this with lots of the sockets on top. High power filter, high-end power controller, SC power purifier with surge protection. Ew. Oh, maybe something like this I need. Maybe just UPS on a computer might work. Maybe they have this function. I don't know. £324. This looks like UPS. Power maker, automatic voltage regulator. But I think this one is better, purifier, because it says purifier. Not sure. This one of many good videos. Okay, nice. Yeah, probably I need to deal with my sockets. UPS, yeah, it's like a battery, which usually goes for PC. Harmonics NTN system makes electronic software. Yeah. This guy lives in Europe and made his own because they were expensive to import to France. Oh. He's a smart guy if he made it himself. Himself. Geopolitical analyst Peter Zahan says that only 2 European Union nations... What? We have? Thanks for following, Robert. Nations have enough young people to replace the elderly. That France and Sweden. Germany has a majority of elderly now, just like Japan. Yeah, it's like, crisis. Population crisis, or how to call it, yeah. It's a well-known issue. Evacuating people, then Pinatuba blew up, was very cool. The Hunger Deck Massive, yeah. My hobby is generators. Most have harmonic distortion. Cables are important too. Internet, USB, etc. Yeah. Not sure what you people are talking about. I don't hear any clicks or cracks at all. Thank you, Darim. Thank you. Yeah, it's just I heard those on editing program. And I also heard those in my videos. Maybe it's just my headset. Maybe this is how this interface sets, because I can hear it from my interface. I don't know. Like, I'll try to film. If there will be no complaints under my videos, I'll continue to film with this interface. 30 bucks grounding rod. Yeah, I just don't know where to plug it because I live not in the ground floor. Robert Hedens, today I made my way to Twitter. Twitter or Twitch? Welcome to Twitch. It's almost like Twitter, but way different. That's the proper explanation of Twitch. Install would be at the meter. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I'll try to. I need to buy at least UPS for my PC, and maybe to put the entire socket at some of the purifier to avoid. Like in this case, I wouldn't need to use isolators that much, I guess. Electricity is not the top topic for the streams, I guess. NATO countries have reportedly discussed easing restrictions on pilots to allow them to open fire on Russian aircraft. The response comes as Russia conducts increasingly provocative actions, according to 4 NATO officials briefed on talks to the Financial Times. Here we have the article. NATO allies are discussing a more forceful response to Vladimir Putin's increasingly provocative actions, such as destroying armed drones along border, and easing restrictions on pilots to allow them to open fire on Russian aircraft. The talks are aimed on raising the cost of Moscow hybrid weapon and lay out clear countermeasures after a spate. What does it mean? Spate of airspace violations. I'm sorry. Spate of airspace violations. I think bunch of airspace violations by Russian drones and jets, according to 4 NATO officials. Okay, 4 NATO officials spoke about it. Bunch of, yeah. Best fireworks show ever. Yeah. I need to get UPS for my modern modem and router. Yeah, I think it's the good thing to have. I don't have it, but probably I need it. I have just a battery, power bank, big, EcoFlow. But I do not plug there my PC. It's just in case. Breaking, a judge blocked the deployment of the National Guard troops in the Chicago area, finding no substantial evidence that a danger of rebellion is brewing in Illinois. I think Trump doesn't care. He would deploy forces anyways. He doesn't care about judges. He's like, I don't care. And he throws everything. Thank you, Susie. So judges are against Trump's deployment of the forces out there. National Guard. A residential high-rise building in Kyiv on fire after Russian attack. Yeah, several-story building on fire. Trump slams Spain's socialist government of Pedro Sanchez for refusing to increase the country's defense spending. Taka is doing Taka, yeah. What did he say here? Let's listen. Again, very poor audio quality. I'll try to increase, guys. And maximum.
Laggard, and they're doing well. We had one laggard. It was Spain.
One laggard, there's Spain.
Spain. You have to call them and find why are they a laggard, and they're doing well too. You know, I think because of a lot of the things we've done, they're doing fine. They have no excuse not to do this, but that's all right. Maybe you should throw them out of NATO.
Maybe you should throw them out of NATO, he says. Okay. He says about Spain. Why those videos are so what? So calm. Not loud, let's say. Considering that the Trump administration collected 120 federal lawsuits again, then in the first 8th week, I think it's safe to say that they don't give a damn about what the judge say. Yeah, of course. Trump is already an elderly guy and he doesn't really care. He just goes with his stuff and that's it. Can we trade Trump for Stub? Could we throw Hungary out? No, Hungary is good. Like they'll change Orban that and everything will be fine. I'm sure about it. Pakistan Air Force just bombed Kabul and 3 other cities in Afghanistan. The Taliban are in trouble. Unprecedented. Yeah, again, it's biased Whistlegrad reports. Yeah, some Pakistan launched some of the strikes. I read about it today, but I didn't know about Kabul. Israel's security cabinet votes in favor of the ceasefire and hostage deal. Yeah, I hope it will work. Even Hamas negotiates, but not Russia. The Washington Post says Trump deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. Super. Ukraine said that they will also nominate Donald Trump in case he resolves issues with Russia. It's kind of logical. Yeah. Yeah, no story about MiG-31 already, I guess. Well, at least I published it on my Telegramos. Itchy Boots was just in a... Really? Oh my god. I need to check her out. Itchy Boots. Itchy Boots. I watch sometimes her videos. Almost 3 million subscribers. That's awesome. Entering Afghanistan. Jeez. Exiting Pakistan. Jeez. Alongside Afghanistan. Jeez. I didn't know he went there. Interesting. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched her videos. The last one, I think, was with her Tenere motorcycle. New Tenere, yeah. Those videos I watched. But those, no. Entering Afghanistan. Taliban.
Passports? Okay.
Jesus Christ. Lady in Afghanistan. On a motorcycle. Oh boy. Yeah, drink water. Thank you for reminding. Norley, that's her name. Yeah, Norley. I remembered now. Ivan? What kind of Ivan, Borat? I really like her channel. Itchy Boots it's called.
I'm just gonna go for it.
She traveled, I think, everywhere. Latin America, Africa, and now she's crossing into Afghanistan.
Oh,
Ooh, that's crazy. She bought this Tenere, Yamaha Tenere single piston. I also was thinking about this motorcycle, but it's too shaky for me, and yeah, it's just outdated. But she drives it elsewhere. In Africa, she was on it. Also, before she drove she rode Honda CRF 250. Well, this is more powerful, but at the same time more heavy. Yeah, usual cows at the border. I wonder does she still use GoPro camera for those videos? This is Afghanistan itself. Wow. White flags, Taliban.
here? Oh. Shukriya.
Yeah, that's the motovlog. That's interesting. From Pakistan
Not
to
sure where my
Afghanistan.
passport-
I don't think there is the huge difference at the bordering states or
Yes,
lands.
understand. Passports. This way?
This is hilarious. uh, this way? There. Go to the fly away. Her life depends on that camera. Yeah, maybe. As soon as the camera is off, they'll have their way with her. I don't think so. She's not filming all the time, at least. Like, damn it, white woman in Afghanistan alone. Jesus, she's crazy. UNICEF? Oh, this is the border, yeah?
I don't know where to go.
She doesn't know where to go, so and then you cross the border, you have to find the checkpoint yourself. That's way more risk than I want to take with my safety. Yeah, she's badass. Yeah, of course. What kind of the uniform is there? Taliban.
Passport? Stamp?
And yeah, of course, many people who would like to help all around.
Passport Afghanistan stamp. This way?
Afghan.
Hi, good. How are you? To Afghanistan. Yes. I need an entry.
Okay,
This way?
this way.
They heard the sound from computer. Is it okay, or should I make it louder?
Okay. Thank you. They told me to come here, so.
That's crazy.
No. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, of course she attracts so much attention. Looks like an old American uniform. Maybe. For me, it's similar to British a little bit to British camouflage.
Nothing beats a little bit confusion at the border. It's part of the process.
Sound is good.
It
She's
cannot
from
be without
Netherlands, by the way,
confusing
Betsy.
procedures.
Not really. She's from
What a
Holland.
chaotic border, though. So many people. Oi, oi, oi.
It seems like there was a rain recently. Oh, that's the checkpoint. Taliban. I get taken to interrogation room. They question me about 10 minutes and scroll through my phone looking for contacts in Afghanistan. Satisfied I don't have any, they stamp my passport, welcome to Afghanistan. Okay, so she doesn't have any contact in Afghanistan, interesting. It does look like the older battle dress uniform, BDU, introduced in early 80s for United States Army. I see, maybe, yeah. Sound is on TV, but it's okay, Denys. Sound is good for me also, then a full volume. I can increase it if you want. Like I see myself in a red area.
I think that's it. I think I'm in.
Yeah, that was a strange checkpoint at the border. The Taliban are doing hard to build infrastructure. Gotta give them that. They put a lot of resources towards improvements. Oh, nice. Dennis, do you have any update on American family that went live into Russian husband? I checked them out the last time 2 days ago, so I don't want to check them every day. It's not, they do not worth it.
Stamping my passport.
Did he die? No, he didn't.
Oh, do we drive on the right side of the road here?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe.
And in Pakistan it was the left side, or what?
I'm not sure.
One more checkpoint.
Yeah, we're driving on the right side of the road here, I'm sure.
Okay, let's keep... Oh, nice road they have.
That means I can say it. Welcome to Afghanistan.
Yeah, she has a GoPro camera. What kind of GoPro?
I made it. I am riding now to
And this is Insta360.
Jalalabad.
I don't know what version is this. Maybe 4, maybe 5.
Which is 73 kilometers. It's already 1:15. The border crossing took a lot of time on the Pakistan side. On the Afghanistan side it was very quick.
Nice nature, I like it. Yeah, no trees, but this terrain is also interesting, with bushes.
Well, they sure know how to overload trucks here too. There's like 4 people.
Yeah, this is
more, 5
overload indeed.
people sitting on top of the
Overweight.
truck. House,
It looks like India, maybe, I don't know.
but I'll ask.
Tuk-tuk. Even some of the advertisements were there, yeah? Shamshat Plaza, maybe some hotel. Yeah, so internet even, yeah? 20 gigabytes, 5 gigabytes. By the way, recently there was internet blackout or outage, major one in Afghanistan. Some say that they decided to block it for population, but no, they restore it later on. Totally not dangerous. I'm happy that I never had to deploy there. Wow, it's interesting, you see. Power Girls from Netherlands, yeah. Oh, nice place. Wow, fantastic. It's like a resort somewhere in the ocean, close to ocean. Like Thailand or something, yeah? Well, the hotel itself, I guess it's kind of old.
Let me see.
But the gardens and everything, it's fine. Ten minutes later.
Yeah, I need to register with the Ministry of Tourism. I go.
You cannot just go there. You need to register. Okay.
Register at Ministry of Tourism. I go register at the Ministry of Tourism.
Oh, nice. You can drive like you want.
This
That's crazy.
register with the Ministry of Tourism.
Ministry of what?
Tourism.
Tourism.
Yeah. Dere manana.
Oh, he will take her there to the ministry. And this is the ministry. Okay. Jeez.
Salam alaikum.
Majid, come to here. This is official manager, yes.
I wait here.
Oh yeah. لا جدا بدروس وزارة قريت باكستان وباكستان
She has to cover her head, yeah. And again, so many people came.
In Kabul. That will be my next destination from here, to continue to Kabul. It was too far to do it today. I knew the border crossing was going to take a lot of time. So I thought it was better to stay here for tonight. And what's that? They are carrying a
Yeah, so that's the motovlog with all of those streets. She also takes her, I think she has MacBook to edit those videos. MacBooks, they're tiny, so, and quite powerful, so maybe she edits everything in Final Cut. Final Cut Pro.
very good.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. How are you?
He's happy.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Good question, indeed. He's so happy. They're so happy, you see. What are you doing here? I'd actually like to go back to North Macedonia. Oh, nice. Idea for Denys. What Ukrainian combat units are you interested in supporting? Well, usually my support goes to the units I cannot tell. Every country does. Greg, what? A bit less scary, but still about travel videos. You've seen Vladimir Mulyar? No. Двуколесные хроники, I like this project. I will take the picture later on Google. That one. Boom. Man, I want to go drive in Afghanistan. No.
I'm tourist.
Yeah, you tourist.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I just can't. This face, you know. Where are you going? This is hilarious. What you're up today? Dark hallway, I don't know, checking out YouTube videos. yeah, for Kertofin, exactly the face you posted there.
I was like, what does he want from me? He just wanted to talk.
He just wanted to talk.
Fine. Hi.
Man, it was
Okay. Oh,
This is better.
that's the carburetor she set on.
Let's go to my room.
Yeah, well, that's what I don't like in those cameras like GoPro. To plug in the audio adapter, you cannot do it like in this camera. Yeah, It has you just open and plug in audio directly. Here you have to purchase. By the way, I have this camera. I promised to send one guy, but I went to the post office and they say that I need to disclose my location. So I'm trying now to figure out how to send my GoPros to him, because I don't use them. Where is this GoPro? I put it here somewhere. Oh yeah, I have the same camera, by the way. Almost. I think I have the same. I think she uses GoPro 11 still. Not sure. Maybe. So this camera, yeah. I'll show you. This. But one of my mates, followers, he wrote to me. I told on my live streams that I can send it, so I will send it to him. So you have this cover, so it's separate. I think I can remove it. It's better not to remove it, I guess, but I think I can. So this is the microphone. It's called media module. This is the microphone, and also you can open here and plug in from the back with a mini jack your own microphone. But for that you need to detach this thing with where the battery goes, this door, which I lost already because I use and plug it here, and it makes this stuff very big, like bigger and heavier. I don't understand it. So for me it's better to use what? Just this camera. This is DJI mic. What is this? DJI Action 5, yeah? DJI Action 5. And connected to the small wireless microphone, which is somewhere here. I don't remember where I put it. And just put the wireless microphone in the helmet and you'll have a perfect sound. And also you can adjust the volume sensitivity of the mic, so it's way better. I mean DJI compared to GoPro, this model. But she films everything on GoPro, and she is very famous moto vlogger. So I think it works for her after all. Yeah. But I would not use GoPro camera for those trips.
I am drenched in sweat. Man, it was really hot. What a day. It was just so much waiting today, and formalities and getting a paper and doing some more waiting. So yeah, it was like one of those typical border crossings, I suppose. And yeah, it just took a really long time on the Pakistan side. But I made it, so I'm still on schedule, on my way. I am going to make my way through Afghanistan towards the border with Tajikistan. That's the plan.
Oh.
So tomorrow I will leave Jalalabad and start making my way to Kabul. But that's for the next episode. I also got my first meal in Afghanistan.
Oh,
they
nice.
delivered it to my room. Looks really nice, I think.
Delivered to the room,
I think
nice.
it's lamb meat and then some bread.
Looks tasty, actually. Well, there is no side dish, just some of the vegetables and bread. Well, that would do.
And salad.
The portion is small, by the way.
So that was it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please.
Yeah, she has a very nice channel. Itchy Boots, almost 3 million. That's crazy. And her popular video is like the reaction, give me money or something, like this cop asked. Patagonia, Alaska, so from the very south of the South America to Alaska, it's crazy. She's like traveling already for years and years. Somehow she's fine. There was the guy. What was his name? A surname. Andrei. I remember Andrei, probably. Kharkiv. Moto. Or Alexei. Moto vlogger. Maybe Alexei. Alexei Korovin. Korovin. Or Alexander Korovin. No, not Alexander Korovin. Maybe without Kharkiv. Alexei Korovin. He is a Ukrainian moto vlogger, so he went to... that's his channel. He died actually. He was moto vlogging that then it was not a mainstream. He visited Australia, Mongolia. I think he also went to Vladivostok.
Now, 5 degrees Celsius above zero. It was a strange kind of forest with no roads, only paths. And I felt like when traveling this neutral territory, I could turn any direction, right or left, with no worries, as nobody controls. It's the third person that I have met who is traveling with very little money. And I think that we should follow their example and understand that money is not important.
So I watched a lot of his videos like that. This is Himalayas he went. But he died during one of his travels. He got malaria. He went to Africa to travel in Africa and he died there. He got malaria. He went to the north, later on to Egypt. In Egypt, malaria is not common, so I think he was at the wrong place without the proper medical attention for a particular disease, and he died. Also, I guess he caught some sort of the salmonella, like altogether, and he died in the hotel. Korovin. He traveled on BMW GS 800. Nice motorcycle. And just his channel is out there. He was like one of those first moto vloggers whom I watched. Also, he went through Pakistan, I think I'll show you the map. How he traveled. So from Kharkiv, I think he went from Russia. By the time there was not even an occupation of Crimea, so he went to Russia, then to Krasnodarsky Krai, Georgia, Azerbaijan, then here from Baku to Iran, or like this, from Azerbaijan to Tehran, then Iran, Pakistan, he went to India, then Nepal just a little, then through all of those countries to I think he went to Thailand and later on Malaysia, Indonesia, and from somewhere in Indonesia he went with the ferry to Australia, and he traveled in Australia. It was a big vlog, big trip through, let's say, half of the world, yeah. Asia is poor for the most part. There are good countries, I mean, economically big countries like Japan, what else? Singapore, Taiwan, and what else? Maybe part of China like Hong Kong. They are very developed. Indonesia is like okay, but also kind of poor country. Not as poor as India, I mean, for people to live, yeah. But yeah, still kind of poor compared to even Malaysia, I think. I'd like to visit Kazakhstan. I cannot actually find a reason to visit this place, honestly. Because it's very flat, like except Almaty. There are some beautiful mountains, yeah, at the border with Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is very beautiful. Lots of the mountains, fantastic nature, like really beautiful. Kazakhstan is mostly steppe, so fields, flat terrain, and yeah, nothing special. Yeah, Garuda. I don't think I would trust the food, lol. Why? Sadly, you would be expected to so many unique viruses and bacteria that you don't have immunity for. Of course, air flight has spread also. Yeah. I'd like to see Aral Sea. Aral Sea is almost no more. And it's not okay to live nearby. I don't know about whether you can stay there for a while, because it's the place of the ecological disaster. So people who live nearby, they have like cancer and other stuff, different disease. Burning hole in the ground is interesting. Sadly, you would be exposed to so many unique... I read it. Russia, 0.7 million army. China, 2 million army. India, 0.6 million. North Korea, 0.5 million. Yeah, they have commonly lots of the armies. Asia full support to Russia. Really? I don't think so. Like, not support, like they trade, but not full support, I would say. Aral Lake, yeah. I don't know where I would like. Maybe I would like to go to Lukla. That's the airport in Nepal. Where is it, by the way? Somewhere here. Where is the Lukla airport? Oh, they also have Baku. Like in Azerbaijan. So here's Mount Everest, and there should be here Tok Tok, almost like TikTok. And where is Lukla? Ah, here we go, Lukla. I would like to visit this place, just to hike in those mountains, in the valley. Hillary Bridge. Ooh, wonderful. I think it's awesome. Sherpas. What is this? A moo or what? Yeah, very beautiful place. Ooh, fantastic. Humbu mountain. Oh, such a great... An avalanche. Jeez. Yeah, during the summertime, of course, it's better to visit the place. Some local photos people post on Google. Nice. Is it a base camp or what? Yeah, it's cool. Cool. And Mount... Oh, this is Everest Base Camp. And Of course, we have tons of the photos. Oh, they're not just from the base camp, they're just from all the places. Everest base camp. This is the base camp. Interesting. Oh, such a beautiful waterfall. Where is it? Wow. Very big. Very big waterfall. Oh, that's the valley before Everest, yeah? Jeez, it's so beautiful. Donkeys. Some park. This is again the base camp. Friendship Lounge. I would like to stay there, not climbing to the mountain, because on one side I understand those people who would like to climb Everest. Yeah. But on the other side I would not risk. Just to climb the mountain, for me it's... And knowing how popular is this destination, so it's not something unique, yeah, any longer. But still kind of the achievement, yeah. With the modern day gear, I think it's easier to climb with this oxygen. Oh, I really like this picture with some of the stars. By the way, my camera is so sensitive that I can also picture some of the stars that I bought. It's very good for low lighting conditions. Base camp or what? I think at the winter time no one is climbing. Yeah, I guess it's the base camp. Yeah, it's written there on the tent. Base camp. Base camp. Hotel. Everest view. Almost 4,000 meters. Nice. Lukla. Cool. And that's the winter. Oh, mules also carry some cargo. That's why Russians are using... Oh, no, it's the small cow, like mule, yeah? The Russians are using donkeys. How people live there constantly at this elevation, this is crazy. But this place is very cozy. Lots of the wooden stuff. What the fuck is this? What do you mean, Hawk? Do we think it's a boat because it can converse? Ah, we have a bot. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna ban him. Boom. Russians are donkeys. Why do animals have to suffer for those selfish mountaineers? I think they're okay, those animals, after all. Kiev left blackout without electricity. Total blackout in Kiev, or what? Yeah, it looks like the left side of the city, like Levoberezhye, so one half of the city is without electricity. Ah, yeah, total blackout now. Right side as well. Yep. Full blackout. Jeez. Yeah. Oh, this is yuck, maybe, huh? Yuck. And this is it a base camp? I think it's not the base camp. Base camp, yeah. It's said in description. Interesting. Ooh, nice clouds. Yuck. Do you know where I would not go? To the caves. Mountains I may understand, okay, but caves? Caves. Caves. Jeez. If caves... Like, what is in the head? In those people's head who want to explore caves? A very narrow caves. Okay, if it is like big cave, it's fine, yeah? You just go, oh, big cave. But tiny little cave, then you have to exhaust the air from your lungs to go inside some of the very tiny narrow space. I don't understand why people do it. Like, it's some sort of the sickness, I guess. Those moles who go into small caves, yeah. And how Google about amount of the trash on the mountain. Yeah, there's lots of the trash on the mountain. Too much can go wrong, yeah. Stories of how people die in the caves give me goosebumps. Oh, let's check out those stories. Can we check out those stories? I was in Kabul in 2014, the USA bombed for mistake the German hospital. Jeez. Should I? I'm on the Google. Yeah, it will not work. I need here. Cave diving.
Cave diving is the sport that will piss you off. Because imagine really risk your life just to squeeze through the smallest holes possible. That's why people even started making jokes about it, because it's really dumb. But that doesn't mean these divers aren't real athletes. In fact, their skill and bravery are on another level. So which one annoys you more, cave diving or hobby horsing? Cave diving is the sport that will piss you off.
What are they saying about? How can you compare it? Why I'm never caving again. Surviving hellhole. Oh.
This is something I never thought I would do. I've never considered myself claustrophobic or anything, but this sort of stuff makes my stomach drop.
Could you just put down the camera just one sec?
So why am I doing it? I have no freaking clue. The cave is called Hellhole and is located close to Santa Cruz, California. It is 150 feet deep and it involves several tight squeezes where you need to go with the correct body part first not to get stuck. The most famous squeeze being the corkscrew, and like the name suggests, you need to twist your body like a screw to get through. To make matters even worse, we could not find any guide that would take us, so it was just me and my cameraman Sam. Oh, and there's supposed to be something incredible at the very bottom of the cave, only for the people brave enough to make it through.
Okay. Cave diving is a rabbit hole, yeah. Underwater cave diving is the worst. What was the film called? He got stuck? I don't know. I was a small cave. I was in a small cave as well, but it was just 100 meters long. Good experience. Oh, interesting. Dennis, plans today? Plans just to stream maybe and blah blah blah. As you see, I'm not in a very 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 good mood today, but I'm just tired. But I'm okay. And Dennis, where do you live? In Canton Zurich? Greetings from Bad Witzikon. I cannot tell where I live, I'm sorry. Arithmetic military poetry. Thank you for your kind support. Yeah, let's say not far away from Zurich. That's it. My husband was working 40 years for Doctor Without Borders. Oh, I see. Da Vinci Girl. Yeah, Vetsikon, something familiar actually. There was a guy who was stuck under a rock and had to cut off his arm. Jellyfish, what the stories are telling. Cave exploring. Go wrong. The words cave in disasters. 1 hour for 26 minutes.
Today we will be looking at 10 horrifying caving stories that went horribly wrong. Each story will send chills down your spine. But before we get to them, let me remind you, viewer discretion is advised. On the morning of February 9th, 2019,
not a long time
two
ago,
Italian divers, Carlo Basso and Carlo Barbieri, prepared to explore the famous El Dudu cave system in the Dominican Republic. The cave, known for its labyrinthine passages and striking underwater scenery, attracts divers from all over the world. For many, it represents a challenge.
The worst cave in disaster. So they dived there.
A place where skill and courage are tested.
Literal cave diving.
Basso and Barbieri, though not certified for cave diving, appeared undeterred. Their recreational diving experience gave them confidence. But confidence alone is no substitute for the specialized training required to navigate underwater caves.
Is it AI voiceover, or I think it's not. I think some person, but now it's really hard to determine.
By 11:50 a.m., the pair had entered the water. Their excitement was evident, and their gear, though suited for open water diving rather than caves, seemed in order. They moved smoothly at first, following the main guideline, a lifeline for divers in these submerged mazes. This line, secured to the cave's interior, was their connection to the surface. With no natural light and endless twists and turns, the guideline is a diver's only assurance of finding the way back. The initial phase of their dive appeared uneventful. Basso and Barbieri swam deeper into the system. However, as they ventured farther, the underwater world grew darker and more constricted. The beauty of the wide open spaces near the entrance gave way.
How deep can they dive, like, with this usual gear? Maybe not more than 100 meters. 100 meters is already too much, I guess.
To narrow corridors and oppressive silence. Then came the critical moment. Somewhere deep within the cave, they encountered a jump. A jump is a secondary line that branches off the main guideline, leading to side passages that can be far more treacherous. These jumps are intentionally set apart to prevent inexperienced divers from accidentally following them. Only divers with advanced training know how to handle such a junction, using a jump reel to connect the secondary line back to the main one. But something happened. Basso and Barbieri deviated from the main guideline and entered the side passage without taking the necessary precautions. Perhaps it was curiosity, an eagerness to explore, or even a simple lapse in judgment. As they pushed into the narrower space, the environment began.
Yeah, it's for sure voiceover. It's not AI. There was that boom sound. So yeah, it was the microphone. Someone was speaking to microphone.
To change. The passage was tight, and their movements disturbed the fine silt coating the cave floor and walls. Within moments, the crystal clear water turned murky, reducing visibility to nearly zero. In these conditions, even experienced divers with proper equipment can struggle to maintain.
Imagine it in the cave underwater with zero visibility. Jeez.
Maintain their bearings. For Basso and Barbieri, who lacked cave diving training, the situation rapidly deteriorated. The silt enveloped them, creating a blinding fog. Their flashlights, so effective moments ago, now reflected off the suspended particles, rendering them useless. The once pristine underwater world had transformed into a claustrophobic nightmare. Every movement stirred up more silt, compounding their disorientation. The main guideline, their tether to safety, was now out of reach.
Yeah.
Without it, the chances of navigating back to the surface diminished drastically. Panic began to set in as they realized the gravity of their situation. In the confined space, communicating was almost impossible. Hand signals, the primary method for divers, were obscured by the swirling silt. Time became an enemy. The air supply in their tanks was finite, and every panicked breath consumed it faster. Their lack of training meant they were unprepared for this kind of emergency. The silence of the cave, once serene, was now oppressive, broken only by the sound of their breathing and the occasional clang of equipment against rock. Somewhere in that dark, silty corridor, the two divers continued to move.
Why didn't they turn back? Like, I don't understand. Or they lost the rope.
Perhaps in an attempt to find the main guideline or an alternate exit.
Yeah, they lost it.
Each turn, each effort to push forward, likely felt like a gamble. Were they getting closer to safety or venturing deeper into danger? For Basso and Barbieri, the sense of isolation was overwhelming. The weight of the water above them, the encroaching darkness, and the dwindling air supply created an inescapable sense of urgency. They were far from the tranquil waters they had expected to explore, trapped instead in an environment that demanded precision and expertise they did not possess. The minutes stretched on.
Nice storytelling, I would say. So many comparisons, so many idioms. Interesting.
Each one more critical than the last. Compounding the situation, Basso's front-mounted stage cylinder became entangled in the cave line. In his effort to press forward, the guideline snapped, trailing behind him. This severed their only reliable connection to the main guideline and the cave's exit. Trapped in an unfamiliar passage with no clear direction and rapidly diminishing air supplies, the divers found themselves in a life-threatening situation. The severed line rendered navigation nearly impossible, while the silt stirred by their movements turned the water into a suffocating haze. When Basso and Barbieri failed to surface by mid-afternoon, concern quickly grew among those waiting on land. Divers who venture into caves typically follow strict schedules, as even minor delays can signal serious trouble. The Dominican Republic Speleological Society, DRSS, was notified, and two of its most experienced divers, Philip Lehman and Angel Comprez, prepared to search for the missing pair. The initial search began under challenging conditions. Lehman and Comprez entered the cave, following the main guideline and scanning.
I think they are gone, doomed. Yeah, gone completely.
Scanning for any sign of the missing divers.
It
wasn't long before they encountered heavily silted water, the first indication of trouble. The stirred-up silt was a telltale sign that Basso and Barbieri had ventured into an unstable area, likely a side passage. As the rescuers pressed deeper into the system, they discovered a broken guideline leading into a narrow, silty corridor. This discovery confirmed their worst fears. The divers had strayed from the main line, severing their only reliable connection to the cave's entrance. Without this guide, they would have been left to navigate the maze-like system blind, a near impossible task.
Yeah, they show like in the scout just 2D picture, yeah, that it seems like a corridor, but in fact there are multiple of the choices to go.
For even the most experienced divers. Lehman and Comprez cautiously entered the side passage, but the conditions were deteriorating rapidly. The dense silt made visibility almost non-existent, forcing the rescuers to rely on touch and memory to progress. The narrow corridor further hampered their efforts, leaving
Will they also stay there?
Little room to maneuver or search effectively. After hours of painstaking work, they were forced to retreat without finding any sign of the missing divers. The next day, the search resumed under equally challenging conditions. The silt cloud from the previous day's disturbance had not settled, and visibility remained near zero. The rescuers faced mounting frustration as they combed the labyrinthine passages, knowing that every passing hour diminished the chances of a successful recovery. On February 12th, 3 days after Basso and Barbieri had entered the cave,
I think they will be in lack of oxygen at this time after 3 days, right? Jeez, what they were doing there?
the rescuers finally located one of the missing divers. Carlo Barbieri's body was found wedged in a narrow side passage, his position so restrictive that even the experienced recovery divers struggled to reach him. His equipment showed no signs of failure, suggesting that his death was likely the result of suffocation or drowning, both common outcomes for divers trapped in tight, silty spaces. Despite their best efforts, the rescuers were unable to retrieve Barbieri's body. The narrow confines of the passage made it impossible to maneuver safely, and the risk of further disturbing the already unstable environment was too great. The team reluctantly decided to leave Barbieri
Yeah, he was left forever in this cave, I guess.
where he was, and continued their search for Basso. For the next several days, the recovery effort faced one obstacle after another. The dense silt cloud showed no signs of settling, and the intricate maze of the cave system made it difficult to determine where Basso might have gone. By February 21st, after nearly 2 weeks of searching, the local recovery team decided to halt their efforts. The risks had become too great, and there was little hope of finding Basso alive. With the situation growing increasingly dire, 2 American divers, Ed Sorensen and Mike Young, were called in to assist. Both men were renowned for their expertise in cave diving recoveries, particularly in low visibility and high-risk environments. However, their arrival was met with resistance from local officials, who feared that the recovery effort was too dangerous. After tense negotiations, Sorensen and Young were given permission to proceed, but with a strict deadline of 8 days to complete their mission. Their first priority was to recover Carlo Barbieri's body. Using specialized equipment, including a harness designed for tight spaces and a 4-point anchor system for stability, Sorensen and Young carefully maneuvered into the narrow passage where Barbieri had been found. The recovery took 4 hours, requiring meticulous work in zero visibility conditions. Despite the challenges, they successfully brought Barbieri's body to the surface, providing some closure to his grieving family. The next day, the Americans turned their attention to finding Carlo Basso. Pushing beyond the point where Barbieri had been discovered, Sorensen encountered a crevice at the end of the passage. There, in complete darkness, he found Basso's body, wedged tightly in the confined space. To free the body, Sorensen had to cut away Basso's entangled equipment, including his back-mounted cylinder, which floated upward, indicating it was empty. His front-mounted cylinder, still full, sank into the crevice, suggesting that Basso had struggled desperately in his final moments. After disentangling the body, Sorensen and Young followed the same recovery process used for Barbieri. 4 hours later, they brought Basso's remains to the surface, concluding one of the most challenging recovery efforts in the history of the El Dudu cave system. On the morning of February...
The most challenging body recovery in the history of El Dudu system. So there were recoveries before, I guess, yeah? Jeez, El Dudu, yeah, El Dudu. They should call it Diablo Cave or something, I don't know. El Dudu doesn't sound intriguing or intimidating. Seems too popular tourist destination. Yeah.
February 11th, 1998. A sharp chill through the Tennessee woods persuaded...
Oh, now it's not about divers, but about those usual caves.
James Lewis, Alan England, Daryl Moore, and Jerry Olson to prepare for their caving expedition. Olson had recently discovered a cave during a ridge-walking outing and invited his seasoned companions to join him in exploring it.
Join me in exploring the cave.
Known locally as Weatherly Well, the cave entrance presented an immediate challenge, a narrow 9-inch wide slot that led 4 feet down, barely wide enough for one person to fit through at a time, before opening into a 7-foot drop into a larger passage, followed by a 10-foot drop. The group gathered at the...
Yeah, the best thing about cave diving or cave exploration is you don't have to do it, yeah?
Entrance, inspecting the narrow slot. The opening, wet, claustrophobic, and congested, seemed to draw them into the Earth's icy maw. From the surface, they could see the initial drop, a steep descent into dark shadow. The passage beyond was supposed to twist like a corkscrew, creating an almost claustrophobic visual that suggested little room for error. Despite their collective experience, the cave's configuration demanded precise mapping of their approach. The group laid out their gear carefully.
You know who would be a good speleologist? I think they're called speleologs. Putin. He's tiny. Tiny turned. He would fit to every sort of the hole there.
Double-checking ropes and hand lines. It was clear the slot would only allow a single explorer to enter. Alan England, the oldest at 63 but still remarkably fit and the smallest of the group, volunteered to venture inside. With the rope secured above ground as a hand line, England prepared himself to descend into the narrow slot. The entrance, a mere 9 inches wide, was a daunting challenge even for someone of his slight build. It allowed one person at a time. Taking a deep breath, he began to contort his body, his ribs compressing as he maneuvered into the tight space.
Jeez.
Every inch of his descent was a battle against the unyielding stone, his clothing catching on the damp, moist walls. By the time he slipped through the slot, his shirt and pants were soaked.
How to get up? I mean, yeah, if you go down, gravity helps, but how to get up? You have to, what?
Chest heaving from the effort. The descent that followed was less challenging, aided by gravity. The rope provided a steady guide as he lowered himself carefully into the chamber below. The 7-foot drop opened into a slightly larger passage, allowing him to stretch his cramped limbs for the first time. His headlamp then pointed towards the next section, which was just below him, another 10-foot drop.
Go down to hell.
Leading further into the cave's depths. England paused, letting the silence settle around him. The beam from his headlamp revealed more of the cave's layout. A network of twisting passages punctuated by sudden, sharp drops. As much as he wanted to explore further, England recognized the risks of venturing deeper alone. The 10-foot drop below required additional rope work, and without a partner to assist or secure him, the potential for disaster was too high. Reluctantly, he decided to turn back. His body was already damp and chilled from the moisture that clung to the cave walls, and he knew better than to push his luck. Ascending the 10-foot drop was straightforward. Years of caving experience guided his movements.
Ah, he is experienced gay.
His hands finding purchase on the rope,
That's the
while
slope.
his feet searched for solid footholds. Each pull brought him closer to the surface. He reached the base of the slot entrance with a sense of cautious relief.
So how, okay, it's interesting, Obi. How to climb this thing?
It was only then that England realized the full extent of the challenge ahead. What gravity had made simple during his descent was now about to be insurmountable.
Oh, it's like opening America. If I go down to the small hole, probably I wouldn't be able to go up into the same small hole. Ah, logic.
England gazed upward at the tight slot he had entered through. From below, the narrow gap seemed even more constricting. He positioned himself and began the climb, using the rope for leverage. But as he reached the slot, his progress halted. The narrow confines of the entrance pressed against his body, restricting his movement and leaving little room to maneuver. His muscles, already fatigued from the cold and exertion, struggled. Gravity, which had assisted his descent, now turned against him. He twisted and pulled, trying to force his body back through the narrow opening, but the situation was unforgiving. The slot was tighter than he remembered, and each attempt to push through only left him more fatigued. His clothing, soaked from the wet rock, clung to his skin, making each movement heavier and more laborious. From above, Lewis and Moore noticed England struggling. They tried pulling on the rope to assist him, but the tightness of the slot offered no room for leverage. Each tug seemed to wedge him further into the rock, pinning him in place. The expedition turned into an agonizing nightmare as England's strength began to wane.
I would jump down in this case. Yeah, I would never be in this situation, but in this case, I would jump down and wait for some rescue team.
His hands trembled from cold and exhaustion, and the realization that he was trapped began to weigh heavily on him. The slot was merciless, its unyielding rock pressing against him like a vice. The temperatures inside the cave were already low, and since it was winter, the cold air from the entrance turned the already frigid conditions into a battle against hypothermia. England's soaked clothing clung to his body like ice, sapping his remaining warmth. He shivered uncontrollably, his breath coming in shallow gasps. The narrow confines of the slot restricted even his ability to expand his chest fully, leaving him with the sensation of being slowly suffocated by the cave itself. Lewis and
Jeez.
Olsen scrambled to provide what aid they could. They lowered extra clothing and a thermos of warm drink to England, hoping to stave off the cold. England forced himself to drink, trying to fight from the freezing grip of the cave, but his
Who is going there? What? It's the wrong animation or what?
situation remained dire. As time went by, he finally called out everyone saying, he can't do this anymore, and they need to get help as soon as they can.
Wow, finally they realized that they need help.
Lewis and Olsen wasted no time. Hiking back to Olsen's house, they called the East Tennessee Cave Rescue Team, relaying England's plight. Within 2 hours, the rescuers arrived at the scene, a team of highly skilled cavers equipped with specialized tools and techniques. By the time the team reached England, he had been trapped for nearly 5 hours. His skin was pale, his body trembling from the cold. The pain was unlike anything he had ever felt before. His mind was racing. He kept replaying the moment he slipped through the slot so easily, gravity aiding him without a second thought. But now, it was his enemy. The rescuers immediately assessed his condition, providing additional layers of clothing and encouraging him to eat and drink to combat hypothermia. The narrow slot posed a significant challenge to the rescuers.
Interesting. Is he will he dive or will be rescued? He'd probably die of hypothermia because losing any weight. Yeah, it's interesting. He dies of a heart attack, I think. Maybe exhaustion, or hypothermia, really.
England's position, combined with the unforgiving geometry of the entrance, left little room for maneuvering. They rigged a complex system of pulleys and hauling devices, designed to carefully extract him without causing further injury. Each pull was painstakingly slow. England gritted his teeth against the pain as the cold rock pressed into his body, scraping against his chest and shoulders. The rescuers worked methodically, their every movement calculated to avoid worsening his predicament. Finally, after an hour of grueling effort, England emerged from the slot, battered but alive. The cold air outside was a relief compared to the suffocating chill of the cave. He was helped to his feet, his body shaking from exhaustion and cold. But his determination to walk back to the car unassisted spoke to his resilience. Reflecting on the experience, England admitted he had underestimated the difficulty of the exit. The cave's tight confines had hampered his ability.
So he's alive. That's the happy ending. I didn't know that in the story. We'll see it.
To use his ascenders effectively, leaving him reliant on outside assistance.
Okay, happy ending. He almost had a Darwin moment there. Yeah. The Nati Pali cave incident was another very sad expedition. Caves with the name Birth Canal actually make people think I want to go there crazy. Yeah, I'm going to dream about this. Yeah, Da Vinci Girl, thank you for visiting. Jeez. Yeah, it's like a very long video we have here, like 1 hour and 26 minutes. Too long to watch it. Yeah, today not many people are visiting. Interesting why. Maybe I'm not so interesting any longer. I've been to the Lost Sea in Tennessee, world's second largest underground lake. Wow. That's cool. Oh my God! In Portland there is outage. Antifa is rioting. Jesus Christ! You want to see Antifa riots? Here we go. I cannot play the music for the copyright claim, but this is terrible, really. A unicorn suit, come on. They need to send the SWAT. Trump, send the SWAT, send ICE, send National Guard, Spetsnaz. Who else is there? We need to stop this massacre in Portland. War zone, definitely. War zone. Oh, what happened here? A motorcycle. Moto. Oh shit. Is it, I guess United States of America? I think it's some sort of the cruiser car. Whoa, this guy runs really fast. On this wet road. Fully moistured. Wow, shit. Jeez, what did they do it? See, they jammed him. And this car? Oh my god, they pushed him. I think it's like attempted murder or something. Even though if this guy was running away from police, but it's not the variant to just hit him. Jeez. Wow. I didn't expect it to happen. That's the action. Fuck. Ooh. Man. When it happened? That's just the light arrest you have.
Stay still.
Jesus. Crazy hub. I went to the dark side of Twitter. Risking others' lives, fleeing from police, I have no sympathy. Also, like, I cannot justify those police actions either. You've been fighting Russia for a long time. How many years have you been indirectly fighting Russia? Stop. Response that around 30 wars have been fought since 13th century, but that this has been peace for the past 80 years. Okay, it's not interesting. Oh, the frog, yeah, it's already gets iconic. He leaves. Yeah, I think maybe he'll be delivered to hospital. If he screams, it means that he will leave. Hey, they did not shoot. Yeah, they didn't shoot. Yeah, it's something unusual. Pete Hexet, what he said. Pete Hexet, our alcoholic.
Too long. This department has failed too many of our warfighters. Every member of our joint force deserves housing that is clean, comfortable, and safe. And that's why we've established a brand new barracks task force.
Barracks task force. Sounds kind of interesting.
Charged with developing a department-wide barracks investment plan.
We need the Department of Barracks now. Barrack departments. Do not mistake with Barack Obama. We just need barracks. Barracks.
As too many know, too often barracks are shabby and without basic modern amenities. But this isn't just about creature comforts. This impacts morale, readiness.
Creature? He called creatures. Creatures. Come on. Creature comfort. Like maybe human comfort, but like calling people creatures is, for me, it's kind of strange. Maybe I'm not native speaker and it's normal, but it sounds strange. Yeah, creature.
And our ability to recruit and retain the best warriors. Quality of life for our warriors is a critical component of reviving the warrior ethos and rebuilding our military. Barracks, that's where our warriors live, rest, and recover. How can we expect them to be ready for anything on the battlefield when their own living space is a constant source of stress and frustration? That all ends now. This barracks task.
They all speak the same. That all ends now. We're gonna live in prosperity or something like. They all like this populist, rhetorics all the time. Woke ends now. What else? Lefties will end now, or like bad barracks will end. They end now.
Task force will deliver results, not excuses. We're going to cut through the bureaucracy to bring immediate solutions as well as a long-term plan to keep our barracks at the standard that warriors deserve. No delays, no excuses, and no more business as usual. The standards will be enforced and accountability will be non-negotiable. This is not just another study over the course of years. The Barracks Task Force will deliver a plan to me in the next 30 days. That's days, not months or years. And this is not a goal, it's a mandate. And the task force is moving fast. They've already held 3 meetings in the first 24 hours. The One Big Beautiful Bill gave us a down payment to upgrade our barracks and address long overdue deferred maintenance. From there, we'll leverage the expertise of private industry to deliver innovative technologies and contracting strategies that accelerate construction and renovation. Where we can, we're going to consolidate contracts for maintenance, services, and equipment. We're also going to empower unit commanders and senior enlisted leaders to fix issues at their level without having to wait on Pentagon bureaucracy.
It reminds me a little, some sort of the Russian propaganda, with all of those videos, with all of those speeches. Just do your job. Like, if you want to improve barracks, go and improve them. Why do you need to record a separate address to nation about barracks? Just do your job. Big beautiful bill, small beautiful bill. Who cares? Just do it. No, I'm here. I'm in front of the camera. I'm Pete Hexed. Just, it's your job to improve the stuff, You was appointed for it. So it's like, if I was a pilot. Oh, I am a pilot. You see, I'm a pilot. I landed this airplane. You see, I fly it. I landed so smoothly, I deliver you, and I'll deliver you better. We'll live in prosperity. No more some delays or something. No, we're going to improve the timing and everything. I'm going to start up engines very fast. You see. So it's something like, it's just his job. It's not loading.
Leaders from military installations and experts in personnel readiness and finance, because we have to get this right, and we got to get it right now. The department is also working across the federal government to gather even more tools that will help us make sure this happens quickly, including working with the Office of Management and Budget on new solutions to renovate and maintain barracks.
Barracks. Just maintain them. What the fuck? Yeah, Hexet is a clown. I didn't remember actually being able to stay in the barracks. Can I find videos of previous sec deaths? I'm quite sure they had hard to find. Yeah, this one is like a showman out there. He's far too dramatic. Yeah, I think so as well. He's a Fox commentator. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I forgot his background, of course. He's doing his job before, just a new position. Yeah, it seems like no news like about Kiev. They destroyed one of the buildings in Zaporizhia, private household, and one of the kids died. 7 years old boy. Yeah. In Kiev, 9 people injured. Yeah, it seems like this winter will be very terrible for Ukrainians. I mean, for electrical supplyment especially. Zaporizhia under attack, Kamensk, Dnipro, Kryvyi Rih, Kremenchuk, Zaporizhia again, yeah. Kropivnitsky, Dnipro, yeah, lots of the fires. It seems like Russia attacks energy infrastructure with ballistic missiles. It's hard to intercept those. How is my video performing? Fewer viewers so far as your audience isn't typically active. Yeah, no. I need to read out the comments on this one because I'm not sure about the audio quality, the new one. I hope it's okay after all. Is it some clicking while you watch my stream, so some annoying stuff happening? If you, of course, listen to me in a headset, it's better to understand. Or everything is okay, especially when I speak. Everything is okay. Because for me, I still hear those clicks. What is the longest your beard has ever been? The longest? Sound is good. Thank you, Derek. Booba Smith, thank you so much for support of the channel. No, it's fine in this case. The longest my beard probably was in 2022. It was a little longer like this. There are old videos of mine. But I want to cut it completely, to shave it off. But at first I need to reach my goal in losing the weight. And I can hear the mouse roller, I see. I'm glad my family left the war zone. Yeah, because after all, like, if you with a kid and you have the opportunity, like, imagine that mother, yeah, she lost her son And she had the opportunity to leave, for example, to Europe, and that was the main reason for us to leave. Like, how could I forget myself if something happened to my daughter, you know? And it was just decision to leave or not to leave. My wife left the first, actually. I sent them. So if you have this choice, like, you never know if missile hits your house or not. And then I stayed in Ukraine. It was then we went back to Borispol, and we were very close. I used to live very close to military base. We all the time went down to parking, underground parking. And actually we were the only family doing that. For the rest it was like, okay, air's rain, okay, Shahids. So people just, they couldn't, they were like already sturdy and forget about those precautions. But you never know, then missile hits the house, and just, we can make our own decisions and choices, but kids, they're a little slave to us, just not a little slave. And their safety depends on our choices. So if there is the risk for their health and life, it's better to minimize those. Even if it is uncomfortable for you personally, leaving your home, changing activity, I think after all, it's more important, it's life of your kids. I don't recognize myself than a chef. Yeah, I haven't been shaving for a very, very long time. But I want... Audios finally sound foreign. Nice. Thank you. Which plugins you use? I use plugin, it's called... I only use one plugin on OBS. I want to check out... It's a VST LoudMax plugin. So here's plugin on, and here's plugin off. So you see that it's unstable, it's very low volume, and here is plugin on. So you can see that it evaluates my voice and pushes up, then I speak very slowly, and pushes down, then I scream. That means the sound is somewhere in the middle, yeah? And again, I will show you the screen. So you see it's somewhere in the middle. The sound wave is always like more or less the same. And we can see how it cuts the top frequencies. Maybe I should reduce the gain of my microphone, because it jumps up to the top and cuts here, for example, yeah? Pretty much cuts on top very sharply. So maybe I should definitely reduce the gain of mic. LoudMax is one of the best, yeah. It's a free one, yeah, it's for free. And it's very easy to use, and yeah. That's the only plugin. Also use equalizer. Equalizer. Now it's on and now it's off. So I don't know what is better, with it's on or off. Also have, but it's all not the plugin. It's all introduced in this audio interface, and there is compressor, limiter, yeah. And this equalizer, now I turned it on. A little bit freshy sound with less bass, because my voice is bassy. I need to do some drone videos. Yeah, me too. Captain, you never sleep, you're drinking too much burn. Yeah. Bisky? Hi Bisky, welcome to chat. Yeah, drone videos are amazing. I don't see the reason to purchase DJI Mini 5 Pro, because I have 4 Pro, and there is 1-inch sensor camera, but I'm okay with 4. I will bring you my Symmetrex analog comp limiter a present. Wow, George, thank you. I want to take a ride to a second highest point in. Huh? What do you mean, Hawk? I have a nice interface, George. Don't need to send it to me. I just bought it. Yeah, I was thinking about it and I bought it. And there are so many features in it. It's crazy. Good luck. Do you plan to return as a pilot? No. I will be a YouTuber, I hope, till the rest of the life. Test the Brutes Fry Wet plugin and you'll be happy. Name is your daughters and you get 80 education discounts. Huh? I'll take a picture. What's this plugin is about? Tell me, DaVinci girl. I took the picture just to search for it, because I think I don't need any more plugins. My voice is okay, I think. What else? I have all of the compressors in this interface. I have equalizer. I put up some air to my voice. Burst Fry, yeah, Burst Fry understood, but what does it do? The Loud Max allows me like compress and limit my voice, so it's nice. I don't think I don't need anything else. I want to ride Safa's Mountain. Ah, it's nice. Safa's Mountain, it's cool. So Russia terrorizes Ukrainians with those strikes, from what I see, yeah? They want people to suffer, to call Zelensky, we need to stop the war. Give Russia territories. Is taking the noise and clicks away. Oh, nice. That's good. Noise and clicks. That's awesome. Yeah, I have the noise from the computer fan. It's running. And I wonder what social media would have been like during the World War II. Yeah? It wasn't possible during the World War II. Oh, that's a nice mountain. Hawk. The company name is Klevgrad. Okay. I will take one more picture. Just in the chat. Closer. And I'll search for it. DaVinci girl. It seems like you're audio enthusiast as me, probably. I like this microphone too. Yeah, more I like that one, the expensive thing, but this allows me to see at least the keyboard, and it's good for gaming. By the way, do you know that I'm gonna stream tomorrow, or today already? It's 10th of October, yeah? This stuff. I already downloaded Battlefield 6. And tomorrow it's gonna be a stream. So I'll sleep and I just will press play. Then it's ready to release. Battlefield 6. And it seems like it has a single player, some of the story, so it will be fantastic to stream. I like your car mic better. Car mic? What do you mean? What is the car mic, Hurricane? Dennis, we have one mountain on. That's the high mountain you have. Yeah, here we also have high mountains around. Even more than that, but it's ideal, I would say, like 1,500, something like that for a mountain hike. That's nice. Thank you, Betsy. You too. Yeah, microphone. What kind of microphone you mean? Car mic. Which kind? DJI or what? I bought a used from German TV studio for just 2,000 euros. What did you buy? New price of my audio interface was 135,000 euros. You mean you... It's the studio. All of the gear or just some of the set? Okay, thank you, Hurricane. I can send you some pictures. Yeah, you can send on my email. I'll share it to you. Can I write? That's my email. Usual email under my videos. SM58 microphone. Oh yeah, it's not the best one, but I have it. Yeah. That's how I record some of the videos outside. But I already started to use mic 3 straight to camera. I like it. On some of the videos I used this set, so it's my recorder. I used it for videos for a very, very long time. Zoom F3 for 1 year at least, or maybe more. Wire and a microphone. So the very simple and small setup, easy to fit any bag. So yeah, SM58. It's okay microphone, but it's not far to be the best. Appalachian Mountains. Oh. Are you using Neumann microphones or similar high-level quality? No, I have the Neumann audio interface, but my main microphone is this one. This is Lewitt LCT 1040. And this is Lawton Audio 208. This is like broadcast microphone. Podcast broadcast. It's not that bright as that one. But still I like it. It's nice. It sounds like maybe Shure SM7B with more light mood. Not so dark as Shure SM7B. The price is a little higher than for Shure, but the quality is better for this one for sure. But I like it. I like all about this microphone. Your voice always very clear. Thank you, George. Yeah, I thought actually to buy Neumann, but it's too expensive to be just a single device microphone, so that's why I bought the microphone system LCT 1040, where I can set to different sounds and so on. So Neumann, maybe someday I'll buy something from Neumann. Like I bought the audio interface. I think it's the high-end interface of this small size, and I don't need to buy those, huge cupboards of the audio interfaces. I just need a small tool, and it's good. It has everything there: touch screen, all of the settings, filters, and equalizer. Yeah, that's nice. Dennis, have you ever been to Gstaad? It's the beautiful town. No. SM57 is the best for guitar. I think it is best for, I think in a way it's better for vocal or for speaking too. Like there were some of the comparisons. It's good. SM57 is good. In a way it is better than 58, but 58 I like because of the form factor. I like more because of this ball on top. Surrounded by lakes. Nice. How many viewers do we have today? Not many, I guess. Yeah, 16 viewers on Twitch. Like, I haven't been streaming for 1 day and immediately we have drop in activity for streams. Jeez. Mm. 59 followers. Yeah, it's okay. Surrounded by sea. Okay, guys, I think it's time to finish the stream. It's already 4:30. So next time I'm gonna stream Battlefield probably. Yeah. Will you join me on Battlefield? It's the interesting game, and my idea is to cut the stream and to post it later on TikTok in a short format videos. Yeah, I want to boost my stream, especially on Twitch. No time to play some games. I like to play some games. Actually, idea of this channel was gaming, but now it's different. It's totally different. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being with me today. Stay awesome. Ciao.